Hello, and welcome to another Tab Dog Sports Talk Show. Where's the off button on this? There it is. Stop all.
Get your...
There we go. Yep. Brought to you every Sunday live from our studios here in Hermosa Beach, California. It's the Tab Dog Sports Talk Show, where we're going to review 8 of the top games on the slate. Talk a little bit of, I might finish off a little bit of baseball here. What else is there? Maybe a little NASCAR, of course, because the playoffs are going on right now.
College football.
But without further ado, here's our host of the show, Brandon de la Chabner, the Hab Dog.
Okay, thank you for that wild and woolly introduction. This is the Lost in American Football Week 9 NFL Preview Show. And we will probably play a clip from Lost in America, one of my
there it is.
choice Albert Brooks movies.
Albert Brooks, I love this film as well. This came out when I was maybe 20 years old. I loved it then when I was basically a kid.
Yeah, he was like the precursor to he's kind of very similar to Woody Allen and lead into Seinfeld. Mm-hmm. And just with the kind of neurotic Jewishness that kind of feeds into me a lot too. Every day I wake up, particularly on a Monday, I wake up with just this terrible apprehension of what lurks. And it is like a kind of goes with a lot of times. I think being Jewish means you say, why does all this shit always happen to me? You know, it can be hard to get rid of that. And this movie kind of fed into it for me. But
how profound. Yes.
Yeah.
I never saw it from that point of view, but now that you mention it.
Even on a beautiful morning like this, you know, what kind of shit's going to happen to me today with these picks? You know, I'm just as long as the Saints win, that's all I really care about because that's my suicide pool pick, and I'm still in that.
Okay.
I'm proud to say. So we'll find out how very wrong I am.
Situations for Andy Reid, offensive coordinator Matt
and
Nagy, where they've
want
learned
to
over
welcome
the
my
years.
co-host.
It felt like Jason back 3-4 years ago when they got to maybe this tight or tense situation.
And,
like, let's
by the way, this is brought to you by Chabner Law, serving Southern California's business and transactional legal needs, as well as estate planning. And check that out at chabnerlaw.com. And also, we've got Dorothy Dawn here on the
I'll get her on a moment here on the Discord line coming in
from sunny. Is that
sunny
California or Tennessee? I can't tell.
This is California, Newport Beach.
Oh, okay.
She's
Newport
in her home in Newport. Ooh la la, Newport Beach.
Nice to have you back in California.
Beach.
Yeah, nice to have you back, Dorothy.
Fine.
I hope you're feeling well this week.
Fine.
I love your maize
I'm
and blue.
spying on people across the way.
In your Michigan muscle shirt.
Yeah.
Emma's for Michigan. Emma's for muscles.
Michigan took care of Purdue yesterday with not much problem, as I figured. That's kind of a joke game for them.
I just wonder if they can make it to the national championship before they get disqualified.
It's because of our amazing spying skills. I mean,
Oh my God!
Amazing what?
Spike?
Our amazing spying skills. I mean,
The spying skills. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there's more. This story is getting weirder by the moment, but we'll talk about it later. We'll cover some college football.
Do you have any tickets that they gave you to go spy on teams? Did they hire you as their
you will find
secret
out
agent?
at my nutrition tips.
Okay. Yeah, she's going to tell all. And of course, we got
Hey,
Abe Miranda.
Miranda, Santa Clarita.
Hey, how we doing, everybody? I am here at in Anaheim. I was here for BlizzCon, which is a convention for Blizzard games, which would be like Warcraft, StarCraft. It would be Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, Warcraft Rumble, and a Overwatch. So Diablo 4, just a lot of cool stuff going on here at the convention. Happens once a year. Hasn't happened since 2019.
I didn't know you were a gamer, Abe.
Oh, we get you back.
Yeah, I'd say
Mike
jump
off.
back in here because then we want to introduce Aaron York as well. We'll talk about that a little later. We can't spend all of our time there, but we'll bring Aaron York into the show here. And then we got a game to hit, Jab Dog.
Yeah.
Aaron, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, let's go. Having a good weekend so far.
Yeah,
Big win for Penn State yesterday. Dominated Maryland. And now the Giants have a chance to win. They're underdogs, so I just love the Giants' chances today.
Why were you
against
so much
Aiden O'Connell and this Raiders team? Although I think they're going to come out really hot because they all hate Josh McDaniels. So I am a little worried about that. But I think the Giants have a great chance. That would be something if they could win a game, get that sour taste of that awful, terrible Jets collapse out of my mouth.
A shameless plug for the Giants. I just didn't know what would happen.
We're going to get to that. Don't worry. But first things first, we got games to get to. Okay. We got game number 1 on the schedule here. Yeah, we're already a minute in. Play game 1.
Oh, what are you trying to do?
Get to show up on the. There we go. First on our list of our choice games, we got the 3-5. Excuse me, I'm coughing on air now. Commanders at the 2-6 Patriots, and you might think, and the Patriots are a 2.5-point favorite. You might think, like, well, Red, why are you sticking this game on the lot? Why are we talking this garbage game?
Was it 2.5 or 3.5?
It's 2.5.
It was.
It was
on our board.
On our board as well. Yes, guaranteed.
Well,
so the Commanders rank 31st in NFL in average points allowed. So they've allowed a lot of points. But the Patriots rank 31st in points scored. So this is going to be a real boring matchup. I'm glad I'm not going to watch it. I refused to watch this game this morning. Patriots are 0-4 outside their division, and yet they're favored here. And Commanders are 3-0 against the spread as road underdogs. That's enough for me.
Well,
sign me up. Give me the commies.
The Patriots had an extra week to prepare for this, didn't they?
Yes, they did. They're coming off a bye.
And we all know that when Belichick has that extra week, good things usually happen for the Patriots.
Yeah, when you have a bye week and Tom Brady, good things usually happen.
That's why I'm going totally on the Patriots this week.
Really? Okay.
Yes. Big win for them.
I'll give you the Pats. Aaron, you're already here on my camera view. Where are you falling on this one?
Yes. I like the Commanders. I know it's a square play. The Patriots looked like a dead team walking before they come alive against Buffalo. And the Commanders have these 2 really good performances against Philadelphia. They lost both games, but if they played like that against other teams, they played like that against my Giants, they probably would have won that game. They'd be looking like a pretty good team if they could put that effort forth against teams that they can actually beat. I am going to hope that Washington can play like good Washington and that the Patriots' performance against Buffalo was a fluke and just go with Washington. They could definitely win this game outright, so I'll take the 2.5 points or whatever it is.
Yeah, Dorothy, is Washington going to be bad Washington boyfriend this week or good Washington Commodores?
They are going to be good. They're going to be good. Yeah, I don't have much faith in the Patriots, so I say the Commodores are going to win that.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you do get to go to the island. I got to get the island song booted up for you, but I'll do it on the next one.
Send me there like 10 times. I need that. I need to either get way behind or catch up.
Well, you're going to the island for sure on that one. There's no doubt of that. Okay. You're the only one who seems to think the Patriots even have a chance, but we got another game. Game number 2, the Seahawks at the Ravens. Ravens are a 5.5-point favorite. 5-2 Seahawks, believe it or not, at the 6-2 Ravens. 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. here on the dock. And by the way, the Chiefs are playing. Can you see that score there?
Yeah, it's 21-14.
Okay. How much time?
11 minutes.
Yeah, okay, so still a very competitive game there in Frankfurt, Germany. So Seahawks, Ravens, Baltimore a 5.5-point favorite. Lamar Jackson, quarterback. Need I say more? He's better than Smith. Sorry, Gino.
You love running down Geno Smith, and they keep winning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't think that he's as hopeless as you say he is.
Uh-huh.
And the Seahawks are a pretty good team. So if the Ravens couldn't cover against the Cardinals, why are they going to be able to cover this? I don't see it. I think that this is going to be close.
Can you name any Seattle running backs?
Can I name any Seattle running backs?
Yeah. Because I can name 2 of them.
Well, I know they have Metcalf. He's a good receiver, and they have Locke, and that Joel Myers kicking, and and I don't know the running backs, so
you know.
Sorry, they're decent. They got a decent running game. They got a good coach. I think the Ravens with a lot of points can be a bad proposition.
There we go. Yes.
Oh.
I think they can be. And it's 5.5 is dangerous here. But yeah, Kenneth Walker III and Zach Charbonnet. Those are your running backs.
Zach Charbonnet played for UCLA.
Yeah, he did. Charbonnet? Because he doesn't have a
Charbonnet, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Ravens are 5-11 against the spread as home favorites since 2021. So they have the most home losses.
5-11?
Yeah, no, they're not good at that. I don't know why I took the Ravens, but I wrote down the Ravens here for some reason.
Maybe you were watching an Edgar Allan Poe movie or something.
Yeah, exactly. But you know who else took the Ravens? Abe. Abe, tell me why you took the Ravens and saved them.
Yes, I did. I took the Ravens in this game. I've just been looking at some of their past performance, including their recent defeat of the Arizona Cardinals, which they beat 31-24. Now you look at the Seattle Seahawks, who just played the Cardinals in late October, and they only beat them 20-10. So I'm just looking at some of the numbers, looking that the Ravens are definitely a little bit could be a little bit better if we put them against the Arizona Cardinals. They also beat the Detroit Lions 38-6, which is very impressive.
Well, I was just about to get
just
to
taking that into consideration.
Let's examine
for the
logic.
Ravens.
Yeah, Dorothy, you also took the Ravens, and I was going to ask you about that intersection there with Detroit. Can you elaborate?
Well, both these teams beat the Detroit Lions. So I'm going to go with the one that beat us more, and that would be the Ravens.
Even though that was, you guys just came up flat in that game.
That's logic, though, Aaron. Isn't that good logic there? They both beat the Lions, so pick the one that beat them more?
Yeah, but the Seahawks beat the Cardinals
it's
by
great
10.
logic, although I feel like I am defying logic by taking the
Ravens?
I feel like I'm defying logic by taking the Ravens because the Seahawks are a good team. It should be a close game, but I'm just suspicious of the line. In this game, I'm suspicious of the line. Ravens have been really good lately. I feel like Arizona backdoored that game. That game really wasn't a one-score game, so... Yeah. I like the Ravens to keep rolling here. I don't think the Seahawks are that good, even though people have them as a top 10 team in the league. I think the Ravens expose them.
You know, that reminds me why I took the Ravens. I look at the two teams and I say, the quarterback, Lamar is better.
Oh, so you're going to send me to the island again?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Lamar is better.
Give it to me more.
He's much better. And the defense. I'm sorry, like that Baltimore defense is better than Seattle's. They're going to punish them. They're going to punish them badly. So you know what that means, Chabdoc? Yeah, it means you're going to the island again, second time in a row.
Island again.
Oh.
Can I have another, please?
Sit right back in here.
I was just watching Animal House last night.
Oh, I put that on too.
I feel like Kevin Bacon right now. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yeah, look at Bill Clinton. Yeah, that was funny. I saw that on last night too.
I know. Everything's kind of happening for a reason.
Yes, well, when we come to the Rams pick.
Oh, good. You want to do another game like that?
Yeah.
But the Animal House, I tuned in that one clip where Flounder.
That's how you get ahead, right? That's how you get ahead, Brandon. You got to get on the island.
Pedophiles. Look, you get to go with Bill Gates.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he was royalty one time. And this guy here, didn't he have an airline?
I follow Richard Branson on LinkedIn, I think.
Does he follow you back?
I don't know. Someone letters on there.
Yeah, I guess you do share some initials there, don't you? Okay, well, that's all about that. Let's get on to game 3. Oh, which is the Rams of the Packers. The 3-5 Rams are going to be at the 2-5 Packers.
Whatever possessed you to pick this game? Two total crap teams.
Green Bay has gone 5 straight games without a first-half touchdown, and yet they are a 3-point favorite.
Because they have Dr. Love.
Yeah, the 3-point favorite. The Rams, Matthew Stafford, I do not believe. Can we get a comment from the gallery here? I don't think he's starting, but can somebody verify that?
Good question.
Bueller.
Stafford's out.
Bueller.
Ruled out.
Bueller.
It's Brett Ripken or whatever. He's starting.
Okay, so Rippin.
Are you really sure that Stafford's out? Because
the second person who's told me already.
Night,
it's the second
I wasn't
person.
clear on that.
As of this morning, I had heard that too. So you've got the same dirt. Let's do it. Let's roll with that.
Okay.
So a guy named
Let
Rippin.
me look.
Okay, Dorothy's looking it up as we speak, but I believe Rippin will start.
I'm going to let it rip with
Matthew
Rippin.
Stafford is out.
He's going to do his father. Is it his father, Mark Rittman?
No, it was his uncle.
Oh, he's going to do Uncle Mark. Proud.
Yeah.
So, you remember Uncle Mark was a pretty good quarterback for 1 year when the Redskins were awesome and won the Super Bowl.
The year before and the year after, he was pretty decent too. He put up some good numbers for a few years. Only won one Super Bowl.
The Green Bay Packers are terrible.
Yes,
they're just terrible. They beat the Saints by 1, and that was their like the best it got for them. And
my dad says that they don't have creative enough plays. Very typical boring plays is what my dad says.
I was going to ask you what your father was thinking here. So they're not getting creative enough.
Why is that?
The coach, he says that he thinks Aaron Rodgers leaving, it shows a big sign that the coach is the problem. That's quote from Reverend.
So you heard it from the horse, the mouth of the horse
Rev.
himself.
Yes.
Wow.
The Reverend.
That's why you watch this show. There is a structural problem with the Green Bay offense. It's called LaFleur.
Just like in New England. Yeah, LaFleur.
All right, well, let Dorothy speak.
That's what the newspapers are saying too in Milwaukee.
So
they're all
they're blocking him now.
Well, they're riding the love train, whether they like it or not.
Bend over here, it comes again.
And I think the Rams are going to find a way.
Yes.
But it might be really close. It might be like 13-12.
Well, it's Green Bay by 3 is the line we're playing here. So Green Bay by 3, we've got that covered.
Okay, well, I guess what anybody want to join me?
Hey, Miranda.
Well, listen, I'm going to tell you, if we were looking at a healthy Rams team, I think I would easily pick the Rams, But we have 2 stars that are out for the Rams. Of course, Matthew Stafford and Kyrie Williams, their running back. So we don't have 2 of their star players. There's simply a little bit of a handicap there.
I don't even know.
There's a little bit of a handicap there.
All right.
He's handicapped?
So, yeah, it's a little bit of a handicap for the Rams.
They still got Cooper.
You don't have the Rams are specially abled?
Well, you have Nakua, which is their wide receiver. I think he's going to be in it. He was questionable, though.
Awesome.
He was questionable, but
Puka, a guy named Puka is in top.
Okay, well, it looks like I'm destined for a three-peat on the island.
No, you're taking the Rams, baby. It's Abe who's taking the Packers. So cue up the music.
Why? Everybody else is taking the Rams?
Yeah, we're all taking the Rams.
Oh, what a surprise!
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
here you go, Abe.
I mean, thank you. I'm so happy to be on my island with the Packers and
with your beloved Packers. We know you love the Packers.
I mean, the way I've been making picks, I'm probably gonna, eat poo-poo on that.
You're on the upswing,
Yeah, it's not gonna be great. Yep, there we go.
I got
get a good view of it, Abe.
I got bad news for Miami
If they
fans.
lose, I'll have a great song for you next weekend. I'll sing you my dumpster fire song next weekend.
Okay, we have breaking news here from Brandon Chapman.
Miami is trying to come back desperately, and it's now 4th and 27
Oh, nice.
on the Miami 45.
Okay.
4th and 27. Do you think they can convert that?
Well, we'll find out after
Jeez,
this.
I hope they can.
What were our choices on this one?
I saw Frank is losing his mind on that Miami Dolphins game. He is losing his mind.
Positive.
Does Frank really think that the Dolphins have what it takes to do anything this year?
No. Frank would tell you that that the Dolphins will never win another game in his entire life now.
That's what he wrote that the other day verbatim. That's exactly how it's going down.
Yeah, I mean, he feels like it's pretty much like, anything bad that happens to the Dolphins, he takes it to the extreme. And today he took it to the extreme. He was rambling in Chicago, like literally rambling. You could barely hear what he was saying, but something to the fact that the New York Jets have no offense, but yet they're so lucky. And he was just having a meltdown. And it was funny because the Jets aren't even on, but yet he's thinking about the New York Jets in his rant.
So he likes the Jets now?
No, he's just nuts.
No. He's just upset that the New York Jets have no offense, and yet they're still winning games. They've been lucky.
Yeah, they win games. They're like the Steelers. You don't need an offense, really. You just need a timely offense.
And a good coach.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll credit Rob Slay. We'll talk about the Jets are one of our. We'll cover the Jets in Game 8. In the meantime.
Okay.
Oh, Game 4. The Vikings at the Falcons.
You're going very fast, aren't you?
No, we're right on schedule.
A good one.
Okay.
It's 9:20.
We should play a clip soon. Okay.
We will. We'll play it right after this.
Okay.
The 4-4 Vikings are at the 4-4 Falcons, 1 p.m. Fox.
Oh, I'm glad you chose this game.
Falcons are a 4.5-point favorite. So both this is an interesting game here because we got like a lot of new things happening. Like both teams are starting new quarterbacks for the first time.
I thought it was 4.
Well, 4. You can't have 4 starting quarterbacks.
No, I thought the spread was 4 in this that you posted on the website,
dude.
You're 5.5, isn't it?
You posted. Jesus.
I don't know.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Are changing,
dude. No, nothing's changed. If I say whatever number I'm quoting, 4.5, Atlanta Vikings. Sorry, you're right.
Just making sure.
It's
I mean,
5.5. You're right. It's 5.5. It's not 4.5. It was 5.5.
5.5.
There was a mistake made. Yes, 5.5.
See, we have a moving spread.
We don't. It was 5.5. It was always 5.5 on the sheet. This is what was
I must have
on the
said
website.
something to mess you up. Sorry.
English, motherfucker, do you speak
I'm just trying to delay you. That's all. Okay.
Go ahead. All right. What am I saying here? Yeah. So we got. Okay. Let me mention the name of the quarterbacks. Taylor Heineke. Remember we talked about him with Brad the other day over lunch.
I love him. Yeah.
He's playing in place of Desmond Ridder, who was benched. He's healthy. He's a healthy scratch. And Jaron Hall is in for Kirk Cousins. Jaron Hall.
Bueller.
Who is he?
Bueller.
Exactly.
Jerry Hall.
Bueller.
Jerry Hall.
She was married to Mick Jagger, I think.
Who Jaron Hall is, I don't know. Abe, you're up on the switcher here. Tell us what are your thoughts here? You took the Falcons.
Yeah.
Why?
Speak.
Abe Miranda, why did you take the Falcons?
Why did I take the Falcons? Well, again, we have Kirk Cousins who is out. We have Justin Jefferson that is out. I mean, everybody's out for that team, and let's put it in some perspective. The Vikings, have just recently kind of came back. I mean, they lost a lot. They lost a couple games. They're good though. I mean, they're 4-4, but they were kind of not doing so good, even with all those players. And now we've got a lot of their key players gone. I think this is a Falcons home game. I'm not saying the Falcons are amazing either, but I just haven't. I feel like it's enough for the Falcons to come in.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't like Dobbs that much? He's the guy that's their new quarterback. They got him from Arizona. You don't think he can just step in and he's got more weapons now?
Well, we'll see.
He's on a better team.
We'll see. That's the fun part. We'll see in a few hours.
Dorothy or Aaron, if you're
available,
you want to chime in on this?
Yeah, I'm going Falcons too. I mean, the Vikings were already struggling, just like what Abe said, and then they were just starting to get their group together and get the group back, and then Cousins gets hurt. Try to feel bad for him, but not enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I would. So yeah, Falcons.
I mean, let's think about this. You're talking 5.5 freaking points. That's a lot of points for the Falcons. They don't score that much.
I know. And Aaron also took the Falcons.
I mean,
I'm taking the Vikings. I'm on the island on this one.
I was way solidly behind the Falcons, but I didn't think the spread was 5.5.
It's 5.5. And that was the advertised spread. That was not adjusted.
That's ridiculous.
5.5.
I'm going with the Vikings.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to be on there. So you're making a game time change.
Yeah, I'm making a change.
All right.
I think the Falcons are going to win this game, but I don't think that it's warranted to give them to go
making
with them.
a change.
Bend over here. It comes again.
Inflated spread really bothers me.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was already inflated when it came out.
I think Dobbs will have. They'll win one for Captain Kirk here.
He's down.
they might beat the spread for him.
I don't trust them. I really like the Falcons, but unfortunately they've really let us down. The Falcons are 1-6 against the spread in their past 7 games.
You really like the Falcons?
No, I don't. They fucked us They fucked me 7 times the last 7 games.
Plus they're
1-6 against the spread.
They're doing a quarterback change in the middle. This is kind of destabilizing.
I like Taylor Heineke, and I think he'll play good next week. But I like the no. Give me the Vikings. The Vikings defense, regardless of who's starting for quarterback for the Falcons, the Viking defense is better. Give me the Vikings.
I did a
Desmond Ritter.
And we're
Desmond
both
Ritter,
taking the Vikings.
Gonna do it.
Yeah, Ritter's a healthy.
I thought Heineke was starting today.
Oh, there we got.
Do you want an update on the Miami game?
Yes, let's get an update on the Miami game.
Okay, it's it's still 21-14 Chiefs, but Miami now has the ball with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on their 25-yard line. They have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, so they could score a touchdown and tie this up.
Yeah. So this is still a live action game.
What did we all choose on this one?
We all took the Chiefs. No, we did not. Abe took the Dolphins, and Aaron took the Dolphins.
Oh,
Miami's gonna do it. Maybe they'll score and then miss the 2-point conversion cover. And then,
do you think they would they do that? Baby. Would they go for 2 like that with no reason to go for 2?
They might. You miss flipping a coin, giving it to Mahomes, and not getting the ball back. So I think if they score here, I think 2-point conversion is a possibility,
right?
depending on how much time is left.
You'd win,
right?
They
score in 1 minute. I would go for the tie game because then Kansas City's got the ball either way. But
if that happened,
if they would score with no time left, I think they would go for 2.
Oh, you would win though because you took the Dolphins, right? And the spread was 2.5.
Well, that's why I would hope for a 2-point try. If I get a touchdown here and then I get a 2-point try, there's a good chance I win no matter what.
Because if it goes to overtime and they lose by a field goal, you're screwed. Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. This could happen. The Chiefs have been dawdling around here.
We'll get to that.
All right.
Game 5, everybody. Game 5. It's on the screen. It's on the board. It's the Giants at the Raiders. Yeah, we can talk about a New York team for Aaron's. Talk about a team that Aaron likes to cheer for a change. The New York Football Giants at the Raiders. 2-6 Giants at the 3-5 Raiders. They're really not much better than each other. It's a late Sunday game, 4:25 p.m. Eastern, 1:25 here in Hermosa Beach. Vegas is somehow a 2.5-point favorite. Antonio Pierce, I bet you Aaron remembers Antonio Pierce. He won a Super Bowl with the Giants.
Yeah, great giant middle linebacker.
Yep.
Love Antonio Pierce. And he's from Compton. He said, I grew up a Raider. So he's going to have the guys fired up. And he always had me fired up. Very emotional players. Always got the boys fired up. I love that guy. So hope he is the head coach going forward. But hopefully his debut doesn't go extremely well.
Yeah, exactly, because you took the Giants. So he won a Super Bowl with the Giants.
The Giants on a roll against the spread. How about that? Even though it took a major choke job, it took a injury to the backup quarterback, and they still pushed. And they still pushed against the Jets. So how do you not love the Giants?
You want to give them credit for that debacle? What a joke! All they needed to do was kick a field goal, and they couldn't do it. I'm saying
even despite all that, despite having the Tommy DeVito's no business in an NFL game, despite Tommy DeVito playing.
Might as well have been Danny
DeVito. Totally choking at the end of the game, allowing the Jets to come back and win, they still pushed.
Yeah.
So if you're just looking at neutral and you're saying, who should I bet against the spread? Giants been on a roll against the spread. I mean, it's been and now Daniel Jones is back, and I think he stinks, but he's better than Tommy DeVito, so I'm happy about that.
Okay, Aaron.
Taylor's on the IR, so I think quarterback controversy is taken for now. We're just gonna hope Daniel Jones can
is that DeVito
beat the Raiders. So
whose fucking cousin is that? How did he get a fucking job?
Danny DeVito.
Huh? Whose cousin is DeVito? How did he get that job?
Cousin.
Tell me straight. Tell us straight, Aaron.
Oh yeah, it's a joke. He's got to know somebody because he did not even throw a pass to a wide receiver. It was.
I mean, even Colin fucking Kaepernick could throw a better pass than that. I'm sorry.
Because if he didn't get in the end zone, I would have been 0 for 2 in going to Giants games and seeing them score touchdowns. So I'm just glad they scored. They got to play back in the New York groove, so I got to sing the touchdown song.
Okay.
You know what's going to happen? You're going to see that guy again.
Painful having the Jets come back, and it would have been a horrible loss for the Jets. It would have been
can I make a prediction
great
here?
day to just stick it to the Jets, and instead they come out on top. It was dreadful loss.
And how
the Giants trade Leonard Williams are in tank mode when we've got all these winnable games in front of us, and if they just held on to that lead. We could have been talking about Giants making a run here, and people would have laughed at me. But it would have been a real possibility if they had won that Jets game.
How soaking wet were you at the end of that game?
I mean, forget it. It'd be booking our Super Bowl tickets.
Let's move on.
Aaron, how soaking wet were you at the end of that game?
I was undercover. Actually, my friend has tickets undercover, so I didn't get wet.
Okay, well, you're lucky then. Prediction.
That was the only silver lining.
Okay. So he's going for the Giants. That's not surprising. I predict that Max Crosby tears Daniel Jones a new one, and we get to see Nick DeVito again. And it's not
Okay. So you're
so
thinking...
I'm all Raiders on this. I think they got it. They got to bounce back on this game. This was a gift from God.
Well, Dorothy, you're taking the Giants. So you got some explaining to do here. Dorothy D?
Who, me?
Yes, Dorothy D.
Oh, it's part of it. Yeah.
What other Dorothy D we have here?
Sorry, you cut out just for that Dorothy D part.
Okay.
Max Crosby did go to Eastern Michigan, my alma mater, so I do like him, but I think the morale at the Raiders is in the tanks. Like, Devontae Adams does not want to be there. The coach is gone. They just got a new coach. And so I'm going Giants, believe it or not.
They don't even did they like that coach?
Okay. No, they did not like Josh McPoo-poo.
Yeah.
I think the morale is actually good because I think McDaniels, I don't think guys like playing for him. So
yeah, I don't think that guy.
Although she's right about, but Devontae Adams is just checked out. So I agree with her on that. But I am worried about Antonio Pierce.
Right, so do I get
Antonio Pierce showed up?
We're on the same side.
He started his first practice. When Antonio Pierce showed up, he started his first practice with the musical. They played Straight Outta Compton right in the practice there to set the tone. So the quarterback starting, his name is Aiden O'Connell.
From Purdue.
Yes, he'll be starting for the Raiders. So despite all that, I'm still taking the Raiders. And there we go.
Well, he didn't do that. O'Connell didn't do that badly against the Chargers. I remember they played the Chargers and the Raiders scored about 24 points or 20 points. So if they get that kind of production out of him at home against the G-men, then I think that'll be enough. So
on to game 6.
Who did Abe pick?
Oh,
I picked the Raiders in this game. You know,
we got to move on. We got to move on.
You didn't do a clip.
Dude, we're running out. I'm running the clock. There's no time for clips right now. You guys have been yakking. Your yak time is taking up the clips.
Yakking too much about football.
Okay.
Darren.
Cowboys at Eagles. Eagles a 3-point favorite.
Oh, do you want an update?
Dude, this is the big game.
No.
Oh yeah, that is the big game.
I keep the game on. See if we can keep on schedule. Cowboys 5-2. The Eagles 7-1. Yeah, this is the game. This is everyone. The nation's going to be watching this. Those who are not watching the Giants at the Raiders. So good. That's like the prisoners get to watch that in New York.
What's the spread on this one?
Yeah,
the rest of the nation gets to watch the Cowboys and the Eagles, the game that everybody, even the people in New York, want to see. And the Eagles are a 3-point home favorite here. Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott have not played against each other in a while here because they've always been injured. This is the first time they get to play off in a few years. And these are the biggest scoring offensive teams. Dallas is second and Philadelphia is third with each have 28 points per game average here. And one final point, Prescott has done really well against the NFC. He's 28-7 in his career against NFC East teams. So usually they own Philly in these teams here. So there you go.
They own Philly? I'd like to look at the numbers on that. I don't know about that.
Well,
but
28-7. Yeah, those are 7 losses.
Own Philly, though. Like, what's the head-to-head between those two teams?
Well, you can look it up.
So
go.
I'm going with the Eagles because they're just a better team. And I think that they're going to be able to impose their will eventually on the Cowboys, probably through running the ball and push and just a little more. Dallas has, obviously a lot of talent on the defensive line, and their offenses look better lately. But I just think overall it's probably going to be at least a 3-point Eagles victory.
All right. Aaron, so you're nodding your head.
I can't love the Eagles more in this game, and I hate the Eagles in general, but I can't love them more in this game. I think this Dallas team is soft. I think you look at their 2 losses. They go up against teams that can run the ball, and that can really pound at them, and they can't get that pass rush going, and they end up getting killed. It happened against Arizona, and it happened against San Francisco, and I think it's going to happen against Philadelphia. Eagles at home. They're going to win. They should win by multiple scores.
Yeah, we're all on the Eagles bandwagon.
Right on, baby.
And Dorothy's nodding her head. We're all on the Eagles bandwagon here. So
unanimity.
Good game.
I'll say one final point on this. The Cowboys are 14-7 against the spread on the road over the past 3 seasons. So that's anyone taking the Cowboys, which is none of us, which means we probably just doomed ourselves by all taking the Eagles. But c'est la vie. That's how it goes.
I'm on the road against in other buildings, not in that building.
Game 7, the Bills 5-3 at the Bengals 4-3.
I got an update.
Sunday Night Football. Okay.
Chiefs won.
Chiefs won. Woo!
By 7.
Yay!
Okay, so 21-14.
Yeah, the 4th and 10 botched snap with everything on the line. They blow up the snap and don't even have a play. What a disaster.
What a disaster. It's embarrassing. It's an embarrassment.
God smiles on the Chiefs once more.
Yes.
That's another loss for me. Just another loss for me.
Abe, you can't win them all. I finally got one right.
I can't
broke
win
my
any.
dry spell.
I can't win any.
I thought one week.
What?
Abe, I thought 1 week you just chose what I chose.
Well, Dorothy's 2-0 right now.
Dorothy's hegemony holds true as usual.
Hegemony. Wow. I like that. That's a fancy word.
Yeah.
It's a $3 word.
She owns us.
Can we talk about Game 7 now?
Okay.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
It's because of my amazing spying skills. I'm a great spy, at least.
Yeah.
Cincinnati's defense is going up against one of the NFL's best quarterbacks here. Josh Allen leads the league in total QBR and completion percentage and ranks 3rd with 17 passing TDs. So for those of you that want to squawk about Buffalo's offense or Josh Allen, fuck you. He's pretty awesome.
Okay, I have something to say about that.
But the Bills are 0-4 against the spread in their past 4 games, tied for their longest against the spread losing streak in the past 40 seasons. The last time they lost against the spread 5 games in a row, which this would be if they lose to the Bengals, was in 1976 to 77, the 76-77 season. They lost 6 straight. So it's been a long time since they lost 5 or 6 straight against the spread. That alone tells me to take the Bills. I'm on the Bills. Give me the Bills.
Okay, get the rest of the opinions and I'll go last.
Okay. Aaron York. Bills or Bengals?
Yes, Bills. It's got to be the Bills. They're desperate. Everyone thinks they're frauds now. They're gonna turn it around here, and everyone thinks Joe Burrow's back because of 1 game. I don't know, Jim. I think the Bills will surprise people. I think the Bengals are gonna be a popular pick, but it doesn't really matter who the popular pick is because the Bills are gonna get it done. They're gonna turn their season around starting today.
Yeah, I'm with you there too. But Dorothy, Bills Bengals.
I'm going. I'm going Bengals.
Yes.
Against JP's advice, but I did.
You go, girl.
My spy in Michigan, and we think that the Bengals. I've also been watching ESPN, and the Bengals are getting better. The Bills are like a bad boyfriend you can't trust as well. But the Bengals are on the uphill.
Small.
You can't trust. All right, so the Bills are the bad boyfriend.
So, yeah.
Okay. Abe?
Listen, I don't. Look, I picked the Bills in a lot of these games. I've lost to the Bills in some of these games. At least the 3 games that I picked against them, I've lost. the Bengals, it seems like they're on the uppity up here. It's a home game for the Bengals, and they're on a 3-game winning streak. So giggity, let's have sex. I mean, come on. The Bills lost to the Patriots on October 20th. The Patriots, good God. I mean,
right?
That's a horrible team,
Yeah, does that tell you something?
Beat the Giants 14-9. I mean, come on. There's some struggles there going on with the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like maybe this is the point where the Bengals have a little bit of an advantage over the Bills,
Okay.
Well, so let's go Bengals.
Smart move, Abe.
Look at what happened last year in the playoffs.
Playoffs.
Remind you of last year's big meeting between these supposed two superpowers of the AFC, and the Bengals just took the Bills apart.
Playoffs?
The Bengals are playing much better right now, and the Bills' offense is really suspect. I can't believe that Josh Allen has that QBR rating, because when I see him, he's forcing the ball into double coverage, throwing interceptions, panicking. And there's just no way the Bills are going to win this game. And I think it's going to probably be a 2-touchdown win for the Bengals. So that's what
Pure energy.
And Dorothy agrees with me, so I think it's a wrap.
Yep.
All right. Well, thankfully.
Yeah, and that would be it. If the Bills don't win, then they're just frauds, and they could be doomed, because then how do you feel good about them in the playoffs? Even if they do make the playoffs, they would be 5-4s. They would be in a battle for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Playoffs?
I believe in them, so I think they can.
It might be counterfeit Bills after this week.
That's the joke.
Counterfeit Bills.
How about that?
Saw what you did there. All right, game 8. Let's get game 8 done so we can get to what Dorothy's segment.
Well, what about our clip?
Then we'll do the clip.
Okay.
We got to get to Dorothy's segment. But we got game 8. We got 3 minutes for game 8, and then it's Dorothy D. What would Dorothy do? And I've got her slide from last week up. I hope that works, Dorothy. Game 8 is the Chargers. Monday Night Football. The 3-4 Chargers at the 4-3 Jets. Look at that. The Jets are a fraud, and yet they somehow have won. They're 4-3. They're one game over 500.
That defense is for real. There's nothing fraudulent about that defense.
Yes, they are a very stingy defense. I was going to bring that up. In fact, they average about 18
I mean, look at what
points
the
a game,
Jets have done the
low.
last 4 weeks. I looked at their record, and it's very impressive. They beat the Eagles. They beat the Broncos by 10, who ended up beating the Chiefs. And they beat somebody else. The Giants, they took the Giants down, and that defense just believes in itself. And the Chargers, their defense, their pass defense isn't that good. It's probably soft enough that the Jets are going to rack up about 17 points and win 17-14 probably.
Okay, well, Aaron, you also took the Jets.
I think.
Yeah, the Chargers are soft going into the Meadowlands. Chilly weather. Jets will play great defense and will shut down the Chargers, and Zach Wilson will do enough because he's not playing my great Giants defense anymore. He is playing a Chargers defense that, even though they have Bosa and Mack, they just do not have a great defense. So, Jets do enough on offense. I really like the Jets in this game.
All right. And then Abe and Dorothy, you the three of us, we're taking the Chargers.
The Chargers.
Dorothy, make the case for the Chargers.
Definitely a better team, I say. The Chargers are pretty solid, I'd say. So, the Jets are, kind of wavy, especially with the back and the Aaron Rodgers loss. I think they're still kind of just playing by a whim and hope. So I have much more faith in the Chargers.
All right. And Abe, Chargers?
And the Chargers are going east.
Listen, the only thing that the Chargers have is maybe a slightly better offense than the Jets. But, as far as their record, they definitely have lost some games. The Jets have a lot of momentum, especially beating the Broncos, which really isn't beating anything. The Eagles, and then the Giants barely. So it is they got a little winning streak, but I don't know. I think there's enough of Chargers gas in the tank offensively to just beat the Jets by 3 points. I think that's what our spread is. So that's
Okay.
it.
What's the spread?
I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to be a lot.
Chargers by 3.
It's not going to be a lot. If they
On
beat
the
them,
road.
not by a lot.
Not exactly
Road
a
favorite.
ringing endorsement.
Not a ringing endorsement. Yeah,
okay.
it's a tough game to call.
No.
Okay. So that takes care of that.
I would pick the Jets laying 3 points in this game. That's how down I am in the Chargers right now.
Yeah, I think the wrong team's being favored here. There's a lot of bias.
I mean, the
Chargers
are just not, they are just not that great. I mean, they have a
Well, enough of that for a moment. Let's go to Dorothy D. Dorothy D. in the health segment.
Hey.
And that's a picture of Richard Simmons. Look at Richard Simmons
and
a piece of broccoli
there. I
there.
forgot I sent that.
Was he wearing a diaper?
Last week, and I was stressing about what to send you for this week. So now I have next week's already done too.
You put Richard
So yeah, thank you. Thanks for your patience with me. Last week I was sick.
Yes.
Because I was maybe not practicing what I preach enough, which, as you see from the picture, something I'd like to tell you with nutrition. We go through fads with nutrition, just like clothing, like this bell bottoms are in, and then, tight skinny jeans are in. Same with diets. We go from high carb, low fat to in the 90s to keto diet to everything changes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, and as you see in this picture here, remember in the 80s, Richard Simmons was our
remember him?
nutrition guru,
I used to
right?
work out with him.
Those change too. Who knows best? But something that is always true: vegetables, fruits
and vegetables,
whole grains, real food, real food, olive oil, lean meats, eggs. This is always true. It is whole foods. It's always been and always will be. I feel like my dad right now, a preacher.
Yes.
I'm talking about food, not God.
Up on that soapbox.
Just don't push that broccoli on me, please. God.
But
broccoli is not
beautiful
broccoli.
And go. It's something that is always true is whole foods.
Yes.
Fruits, vegetables, whole grains. So that's very simple. That's all I got today. I felt bad because I took so much time 2 weeks ago with my little quizzes.
No, that's fine.
But it's very simple, you guys. Just eat like what you see on the trees, not what comes in packages. 5 to 6 days a week, 1 day a week, go for the packages.
Good. A fantastic message from Dorothy D. to just remind us what we already know.
Thank you for that beautiful picture of Richard Simmons.
Yes, and for that great picture of Richard Simmons.
In a diaper and a wife beater. I've never seen that combo
I've
before.
never seen his crotch like this before, and I hope I never do again. Oh, my God.
Did Dorothy pick that picture?
These are all things I learned while spying at Michigan, okay? Because I was spying.
Oh, yeah. So you wanted to talk some college, and I think we want to talk about the Spygate bull crap going on in Michigan, at least what we understand.
I don't really,
so far.
if Michigan technically broke the rules like that intentionally and they get caught, then they have to pay the price, whatever the price is.
Well, sure, maybe.
So I guess it depends on what they find, but it sounds like this was an orchestrated scheme to get signs by sending people to games and having these advanced scouts.
It was one guy,
and I don't know why they needed to do that.
But it was one guy.
I agree, they didn't need to do that. But hey,
they didn't need to do that.
Like, do you need to
I
really
was
prepare
spying on Michigan all along. I was planning by Eastern Michigan. They had me go over there and spy what they were doing because I did my internship there.
You spied on the.
She's admitting it.
On the Eastern Michigan.
You show the statute of limitations over.
Moccasins.
Eastern planted me over. Eastern planted me over at U of M to spy to see what they were doing in the nutrition.
Is Eastern Michigan like
nutrition
the most godforsaken place in the whole world?
You're pulling my leg.
What city is that in? Where is that university?
Ypsilanti.
Ypsilanti. You can't even pronounce it.
You can.
Sounds like Timbuktu.
It's like 3 miles from Ann Arbor. It's like that's what I'm saying. We spied.
Maybe it's Western Michigan.
Crosby is from Eastern, and Charlie Batch. So
Charlie Batch, the wife beater quarterback.
I love Charlie Batch. He's a Steelers guy.
Yeah, I graduated with him.
Oh,
yeah, we graduated together. We walked down the aisle together.
Oh, that's nice.
Mr. Charles Batch.
Awesome. We got a.
He was a lion, remember?
We got a badge. We got one clip that you could play.
Oh, yes.
In the Lost in America movie.
You want to play a clip?
Yeah. So if you want a really good career plan, then just quit your job and go on a cross country trip with your wife.
Well, maybe we can set the scene. But this is another Section 107. We played as well for the movie Lost in America, which was 1985. 1985. Albert Brooks. What else did Albert Brooks do that people actually know?
He did broadcast news. He was really funny.
That people know.
What do you mean people know?
They're not going to know broadcast news.
Well,
none of the kids on this.
Great movie in the late 80s.
None of the people here on Discord are going to know what broadcast news is.
Was kind of in the 80s and 90s, not in the 2000s.
Yeah, I think he also, for anyone out there, that he wrote for The Simpsons. He did write some of the scripts for The Simpsons.
He's a very talented Jewish comedian. That's not exactly unusual since we tend to dominate comedy because all this bad shit always happens to us.
Yes,
Aaron can appreciate that.
That's a good way to put it.
The fine line between comedy and tragedy is very fine.
Yes.
So in this movie, he quits his job. He was
a high-powered executive in Los Angeles, making beaucoup de dollars.
Yeah.
And now he's out working as a crossing guard in Arizona somewhere,
getting no respect.
Well, what's funny is what happens here in a moment. And this is played under Section 107. I don't want any fair use crap being pulled. I want us getting yanked off of YouTube. For playing a 40-year-old effing movie, please. But it's just, I just want to show what the scene here, which is coming out. Yeah, with these kids on the bikes here. Watch this. They come up and terrorize the guy, and it's priceless.
This is us when we were going to high school.
Get up! We think you're paid for it. Sit your ass. Let's go. Come on, guys. Man, get up! We think you're paid for it. Sit your ass. Let's go.
What do you think you're paid for? Sit in your ass. Let's go.
Come on, guys. Cross the street, retardo.
Don't call
He called him a retardo.
Call me retardo.
Come on, retardo. Come on right now, sucker. Let's go.
Look, he's
now.
wearing is he wearing a Chargers shirt?
Yeah.
Now, we ain't got time to wait. We're already late,
Retard. Actually, I think it's this Havasu. Let's see. Come on, retardo.
And a bike like that.
You don't like bikes like that.
Why don't you just cross the street?
Banana seat.
Walk your bike and walk
Big spunky tires.
Walk your bike. Morning, you walk your bike.
Walk your bike.
Children, I take no responsibility for your safety.
The only people that got less respect than crossing bikes were substitute teachers.
Fathead.
All righty.
No, I think you mentioned a better one.
I was a kid once.
Oh, do you?
Get out of here. Hey! Kill the child! Get away! Get out of here!
Truant officers?
No. All right, so there's that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyway.
How about some more college football?
Oh, college football. We saw a great
Wah.
game. I saw a great game from the Alabama Crimson Tide. They beat LSU at home, and their quarterback was unstoppable when he's running the ball. He's very fast. So he's got real speed, like 4.4 speed.
See, Aaron was nodding his head there. In fact,
Did you see that game, Aaron?
Yeah, I saw some of it. Alabama looked like Alabama might be back, and yeah, he said the kid set a school record, 4 rushing touchdowns for a quarterback.
Yeah,
that's a little surprising because remember they had Jalen Hurts, so it was surprising that
a
little surprising that he never had 4 rushing touchdowns because he was such a great runner, and now in the NFL he's just plowing it in. So yeah, I think this Milroe guy, he got off to a rough start, but it looks like he's getting comfortable, and Alabama could make a little run here.
Wow, Aaron, why
and their one loss is out of conference, so they could win the West and have a showdown with Georgia, and that could be really interesting in December.
Why were you so interested in the Maryland Penn State game? I'm just curious.
I'm a huge Penn State fan.
You are? Why is that?
It's his alma mater, dude. You
I went there
the whole time.
What did you went? You went to Penn State? I forgot that. Is that right?
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
2008.
Stop with that.
And yeah, I just love it. They got me a little excited because they played so well. They gave me a little hope that they can maybe upset Michigan coming up. Michigan has not been tested. They do kill everyone. They do just completely annihilate their opponents.
Yeah, but
we spy.
But they haven't been tested, so maybe our defense can hit them in the mouth a little bit because our offense doesn't hit anyone in the mouth. Our offense kind of dink and dunk, and they haven't seen anything like our defense. If we could stop that running game, we got a chance.
When's the last time you beat Michigan or Ohio State in a game that mattered?
Last time we haven't beat Ohio State since 2016.
Yeah.
But Michigan we beat in 2017 at home. We've been good against Michigan at home, although we lost the last game at home. Don't even the big house, it's brutal for us. If we go to Michigan Stadium, it's just a nightmare. But 2017 we won there. Did we win in 2019? I mean, we won at home. I forgot if we won at home in 2019. Okay. I think we beat them in the COVID year. Mm-hmm. It was brutal.
I don't know. I think it's going to be.
Before Michigan, when Harbaugh was just getting warmed up and they hadn't turned them into a playoff juggernaut yet, we could handle them. So, we'll see.
Yeah,
Dorothy,
it took a while.
I'm sure she has a different opinion.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. I want to go to Dorothy now to show the dogs.
Oh, let's see the dogs. Yeah, I love.
We had to get our spine stools down.
Mm-hmm. Are you dog sitting?
They had to get the whole and they had to get the whole thing, the whole operation installed first.
What kind of dog is that, Dorothy? Is that a mix between like some kind of terrier and maybe a Chihuahua or something?
This one and a pinscher, maybe.
Pinscher. Oh, it's a
this
miniature
one?
pinscher. Yeah.
This was my totem in my costume, by the way, my Halloween costume.
Oh yes,
I think he's part pinscher.
Pinscher. Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of bingo size, a little bigger.
But that's a very small Doberman. I've never seen a Dobie that small. So it's part Dobie and part mongoose.
He was a great Toto, though, for our Dorothy and the Cowardly.
Yes.
Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz thing going there. I see the dogs are connected at the hip. Oh, you had to show this?
Yeah, I just wanted to. This is up on the website, but here's our standings right now. Chad Dogs at 45%.
45, yeah. No fractions there.
Abe's beating you here.
Abe's 50%.
No, Abe's 46.
Oh, no.
I'm 50.
Oh, you're 50%.
Dorothy's 55.
Dorothy,
baby.
This week we're going to blow it wide open, right, Dorothy D?
This is make it or break it. I either make a move or I go down in flames. Okay.
Now we got to get to Abe. Abe, last moments, we can get to NASCAR.
Who won
here,
the NASCAR?
And you can tell, Chab Dog here that he won last week.
Did I actually win something?
Yeah, you won a little something, but let's talk. I know we don't have a lot of time, so I'm just going to run through here. This is the last race of the season, by the way. That's happening today in Phoenix. There are 4 championship racers, 4 of them that are going to just do one race here for all the marbles in the basket. We've got Ryan Blaney. We got Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, and William Byron. Those are the 4 championship racers. And I just want to let you know, in the current lineup right now, William Byron is currently the pole leader, followed by Kyle Larson, who's in 4th. And then we have, let me see, Christopher Bell. He is a little bit further back in the pack at number 13. And then Ryan Blaney is number 15. So those are really your 4 top drivers. These are worth double the points today. So you can pick one of these 4 drivers for all the cookies. So
I can get 6 points for getting this right? Is that what you're saying?
You get 6 points if you get this right. So Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, and William Byron. Of course, Dorothy, she's already got so many points
she's
that
won.
I don't think any of us will be able to catch up to her. So
I move?
Hey, this might be a push for second place.
Did I get out of last place since I got the thing right last week?
Can you lean into camera, please?
Yeah, you're out of last place, but what's really more remarkable is Aaron York coming up through the ranks and actually beating out. I think he might even have beaten out Blix, but he's not. Aaron York definitely is going to get the comeback award here. I'll give out a few awards next week on the show.
Coming up next week.
Aaron is definitely the lead candidate for comeback.
Oh, that's loud. It's 10 a.m. We got to go.
I'm going with William Byron.
I'm choosing Kyle Larson.
William Lord Byron.
Lord Byron. Okay.
Oh, I also like Larson.
Larson.
Give me Bell. Ring my bell.
Byron.
Bell.
Okay.
Bell.
Okay.
How about Chad Dog?
I said Lord Byron.
Yes.
Lord Byron. Byron
Yes.
it is. Got it.
And I call Bell.
Take
Bye,
care.
everybody.
All right.
It's 10 o'clock. We got to get to games.
Good luck,
Enjoy your games
Saints.
today.
Good luck, Saints. I got the house riding on you this week.
We're praying for you.
Derek Carr
Praying for
will
a
be the
miracle.
man.